the artifacts that they were taken by the British and they're bringing back to Asante Mine.
Yeah.
And they're saying that they are loaning it to you. See that argument about whether we should have it on loan, or the argument of where people think, some people also think that we can't even keep it and keep it well like they've kept it. So why don't you leave it for our colonial masters? All those things are the kind of argument that, but that's the kind of argument that is coming up, because they're saying that, look, if they can keep it for, let's say, 70 years and bring it back to you, can you also keep it for 70 years? Or what are we going to do with it? Do we really plan to keep these kind of artifacts and things like that and preserve it the way which it has to be preserved? That's the kind of conversation that went on when we had this particular screening. Then aside that, on the 14th, which is the following day after the
Thursday,
then we showed certain winds from the south. Now, do you know where certain winds from the south come from? It comes from Ghana. It's a Ghanaian who put in the film in 2023 and got entry.
Oh, nice.
Yet it's not something that, it's not a film that's common here.
Why?
It's a distribution channels.
Why is it not common here? Why is it not popular here?
But they got a kind of a viewership that was so good. The reviews are so good. And the other thing is that the opportunity that you get when you go into this kind of, when you get into this kind of stages, fact that distribution, you get a distribution channels, you get a funding, and you get to travel other festivals as well. Why? Because other festivals automatically start calling you to come bring your film to their festival, so that
I love that.
they could also see. So it's an opportunity for us to come together, come and see these films and meet the filmmakers, because we have two of the filmmakers here who are organizing a masterclass. We're doing 2 masterclass. We're doing 3 discussions. Today's discussion is very, very interesting. I think we should.
When is it?
Also
what time is it happening today?
3 o'clock.
3
o'clock, just around this time.
Okay.
And today's discussion is very important because they're talking about the physicality of cinema. And I think it's something that I think you've touched on it before.
Okay.
On this platform.
Okay.
But we need to look at it with that kind of elaborate and some kind of.
What does it mean?
Basically, it talks about everything that goes into cinema in terms of the physical side.
All right.
So we talk about even cinema, the cinema hall, the theaters.
Yeah.
It talks about what kind of equipment you are using, the set. So all these things, props.
And that's happening today.
Sound, yes, sound. And if you look at even the people, the kind of panel that we've assembled.
Who are on the panel?
Let me get you the names. Falcon is on it.
All right.
Falcon is basically the person who created this one.
Yeah.
For what we're doing.
Okay.
And then that's Jacqueline. Jacqueline is here. Mm-hmm. Then we have Samuel Boating, Africa Film Society. Then we have Albert Sapong, Cinema 57. Mm-hmm. Then we have Hada Buzia Singleton. Do you know Hada Buzia Singleton?
Yeah.
Who is he? I'll put you on the spot. Hada is the child of Akosia Buzia with John Singleton.
Okay.
John Singleton, the filmmaker. Mm-hmm. He's also part of it. Then we have Studio Nidia. We did a deal with Architecture Studio in Lome. So it's a strong team that is having this discussion today from 3 o'clock to 4 p.m. So anybody who wants to have a proper discussion about cinema and all those, there's a time to go. Go and talk about the physicality of cinema and how we as Africans can solve our problem when it comes to screens and all those things. Because
how much are we taking for this important,
nothing is free. And the other thing is that GIZ, by their sponsorship, we are giving, it's free, you're coming to see it free, we are giving drinks, popcorn, it's to give you the cinema feeling, and finger foods as well for this particular thing. Then on the 15th, the film that we showed was Bamako, which is by Abdurrahim Sisako. That was what we showed on 15th, which is yesterday. But today,
are we showing other films today apart from the discussion?
We are showing Timbuktu.
Okay.
A very good film too as well.
Yeah.
So it's important that people come around to come and see it. Now, my thing about this whole thing is that we are bringing education, we are bringing opportunity for marketing, we are bringing the opportunity for linkages between filmmakers of different parts of Africa. So we have Ghanaians, we have Madagascar, we have Malians, we have different people from different parts of Africa, coming Mozambique, all coming together to have this kind of discourse. Why? Because some people have gotten that path and they are going to a particular, some kind of length of getting us up there.
Wonderful.
it is not good for us to just reinvent the wheel, while some other people have done it already, and we can always follow their footsteps. So, for instance, I want to talk about the physicality. I think I've made my view known about these screens that we always said, oh, we don't have screens. And I always said, look, we have them. And people say, why do you want to say that? And I said, look, it's not about going to build these multiplex cinema halls and all those things. Mm-hmm. You understand? Because at the moment, at the Nafti forecourt where we are doing this thing, we show films there every last Friday of the month. We do a film show there. Yes, every Friday, last Friday of the month, we do a film show there. National Theatre, the Folks Place, GAFTA does that too as well. Every last Thursday of the month. So the truth is that we can start creating those spaces and the screens at different places. Not necessarily doing that high class one, because look, the high class one is not like, I always tell people, it's not like going to buy tomatoes off the shelf. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. Because you're going to talk about land, you're going to talk about capital, there's a whole lot of things that goes in there. Where are you even situating it so that you can get the numbers? And sometimes I look back and say, look, Kwame Dadzie is so brilliant. Look at where he placed most of our cinema halls under the Ghana Film Industry Corporation. Look at a place like Rex and where it is. Yeah. In the middle of the market. It's just like placing a thing in the mall. This modern day mall. You understand? And all those things come into play if you want to create these kind of spaces for screening. You understand? So the center of town and that kind of thing. But I'm just saying that there are places that we can use for this thing whilst we are waiting for the big one. You know, when was the last time anybody filled the National Theatre with a premiere? I don't even remember. When was the last time somebody filled the International Conference Center with a premiere? It was only when I think Anaz's thing, expose, that people went queuing and all that. Yeah. And so why are we saying that we don't have screens? Why are we saying that we don't have screens? You see, we do not have to use that standards that have been that high standard to, because look, everywhere you go to, there are different cinema halls and different screens at different places, everywhere around the world.
And I love the fact that you are championing this cause at this point in time, because you know, if you don't start something, we won't get anywhere.
Yes, that's the point. Yeah, you know, and the other thing is that we have to build a cinema going culture. Yeah. So if people are not, even if you have all these nice things, because I've heard of stories about different places, I don't want to mention them, that there's big cinema halls in Ghana, and some places where you could go into the cinema hall and there's only 3 people sitting there. I went all the way, drove to some place, I went to sit there. I sat there with only my wife in the cinema hall. Oh. Yes, just the 2 of us. They had even done a promo that says people, and so what I had to do was to engage my students to go and go from NAFTI to go and see these kind of films. And they aligned them up, nice films, Ghanaian films. But look, a handful of people are just sitting there watching. And I'm asking myself, where are the rest? You know, and they'll say, I'll see my industry. Because we are not building that culture. You know, that culture where people should go to the cinema to go and see films with a family and all that. We need to build that. And how do we build that? These small pockets of spaces that we use. Build the numbers there. And then we say, look, come here. And sometimes they can come and watch it for free. For instance, what we're doing, they're coming to watch it for free. Yeah. So when you see it for free, the next time you say come and buy a ticket and come and see it, it's easier. Yeah. And that's the kind of direction I think we should go in.
And so if you're listening right now, it's for free, happening at the
Nafti
Studios.
Cantonment at the moment.
And the times?
And the time is 5 o'clock for the screening. Okay. But at the moment, we're doing the discussion.
Wonderful. And if anybody wants to reach you personally on phone or something for direction and all that,
Facebook, and it's always available there. I don't give my number. I don't give you a number. I don't go online, you see me there. Yeah. And then just say hello, I want to come to the film. And we've posted it all over. There's even an Instagram page for that. So when you go there, everything is there. The direction and everything is there.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We would want to thank GIZ for this, the Goethe Institute as well, and then the German Development, and Falcon for bringing this, for thinking about Ghana, she being Ghanaian on the jury and bringing it to Ghana. Not everybody does that. We know people who have gone to even as far as Netflix, and they are Ghanaians. They don't even care about that. So we are very grateful to you. And then the guys who are working, especially Seth Aiden, who is moving the whole thing, you know, and the volunteers who have come out along, the students particularly, who have come along and are helping serve the popcorn and give the drinks and the finger food. Beautiful. And all those kind of things that they are providing at the moment.
I hope people are on their way already to the plays. This one says, tell George I appreciate his contributions to Ghana creative-wise, from Ken Fiati. Okay. Thank you, George Bosompim. He's P.R.O for Ghana Academy of Television Arts, and they're having some screening and discussions on film, and it's part of an activity put together by the Berlinale, and this is happening now. today, now, so you can go to the NAFTI studios and be part of.
And tomorrow the closing will be at the closing will be at the Goethe Institute. Tomorrow the closing will be at Goethe Institute.
Great. We'll be there.
All right.
Thank you so much, George, for your time this afternoon.
Opportunity to talk about it too.
Thank you. So, Showbiz A to Z.
I'm saying that Ghana